Today we're going to be answering the question of if you have more IQ, does that mean you will be more successful in life and earn more money and you're smarter than everyone? Turns out that this isn't actually true. In the book Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell, they find out, pointing to a few studies, that IQ works more like a threshold. So once you hit a certain IQ and you are able to do certain functions, additional IQ does not correlate to additional success. One of the most prominent studies highlighted in this book was a lifelong study of over 1,000 of the smartest, highest IQ children in the entire country. They had to go through numerous IQ tests to be screened out to even get to this state. And it was a hard process of, covering over 250,000 children tested to find these individuals. There's numerous stages of the test, and eventually what they found was this whole idea. Now, it makes a lot of sense when you think about it. And here's a great analogy: basketball. So they use this analogy in the book, and the basic idea is that if you are 3 foot tall, you just don't have the height requirement to even compete at that level because of such a disadvantage. But once you hit a threshold, it doesn't work linearly anymore because there's so many other elements to success in basketball other than just your height. So let's look at Michael Jordan, one of the best basketball players of all time. He was about 6 foot and 6 inches tall, 6'6". And yet there were people who were 6'8", 6'9", 6'10". And these individuals, they were nowhere near as good as Michael Jordan in the court. So once that threshold is hit, when you're tall enough, then other elements start playing into the picture. How hard you practice, how many hours you put into the game, what things that you do differently to succeed. And that is what they found. They found that people who had hit a certain threshold of IQ, they were just as likely to win a Nobel Prize as someone who has 30 or 40 more points of IQ. And so, again, this is a huge myth and fallacy that a lot of people get wrong. They think that if someone has an IQ of 190, and if Einstein only had an IQ of 150, then that means that this guy is a large percentage smarter than Einstein. This isn't actually the case. And I think let's finish it up with a quote from Warren Buffett. So Warren Buffett, he does a lot of these speeches at business schools. And one of the things he says at the start all the time is that once you have enough IQ, the rest won't help you. You can sell that if you want. He's half joking because you can't really sell your IQ. And he says what matters more in investing is your psychological ability to withstand the fluctuations of the market. So it's more about your gut ability to withstand what the mob psychology will do in the stock market. Even when you see the stock market prices crashing and everyone going crazy, mainly people who know nothing about the stock market or why everything's crashing and have foolishly invested their money into this thing, you know that the companies that you have purchased, McDonald's, Coca-Cola, will withstand the test of time, and you shouldn't go crazy and sell out like everyone else. So in his case, it's a great example of someone who understands that there are numerous other elements to success other than IQ. I was watching this documentary of this guy who is supposedly the highest IQ in the world, and he came at things from what just seemed like an exceptionally arrogant perspective, like, oh, I'm so much better than everyone else, I should be able to run this country. Will someone please give me that power? And it was such an arrogant place to come from. Yes, he was able to do complex physics in his head, But at the same time, I think many people can fall for this fallacy and fall into a state of arrogance. Quite frankly, a lot of people who don't have high IQs or even average IQs to begin with, but because they made a decent amount of money, maybe $100 million or whatever, they think that they're good at everything. So don't fall for that myth. Don't become an arrogant person. And of course, check out the book Outliers yourself for further details. And I encourage you to do your own research, because you cannot just believe everything that's told to you on the internet or on Wikipedia or anywhere else. So cross-reference your own studies, and I would love to hear any additional research and data backed up with numbers that you can provide. Of course, if you're new to this channel, you can hit the subscribe button below for free video updates. It'll let you know when I upload a new video, and thanks for watching. I will leave the link to the book Outliers in the description below. Thanks for watching.